The opera is sung in an English translation by Stephen Oliver and was recorded at the Grand Theatre, Leeds, in January of this year. The Golden Cockerel was Rimsky-Korsakov's last opera. It was written during 1906 and 7, but before it could be performed, the Moscow censor required the composer and his librettist, Bielski, to make some amendments. Certain features in this story of an enfeebled king who allowed his foreign policy to be directed by a farmyard fowl weren't acceptable in Tsarist Russia. By the time the ban was lifted and the work given in the summer of 1909, Rimsky-Korsakov had died. The opera's plot comes from Pushkin, from a tale originally told to him by his nurse. It's an inconsequential mixture of fantasy and farce, at times moving and sincere, and its exact moral, if indeed it has one, is of little importance. Before the first act begins, we hear two important themes in the orchestra. First, a muted trumpet gives out the crowing theme of the Golden Cockerel itself, and almost immediately afterwards there's a descending chromatic figure which is associated throughout the opera with the seductive queen of Shemakha. Then the astrologer steps in front of the curtain and tells us that he's going to reconstruct by his magic this extraordinary fable. Once upon a time there lived an elderly king, Dodon by name, who found the hostile armies which were forever invading his kingdom rather irritating. So he summoned his ministers and military advisers to the great council hall, where they considered the defence of the realm. In turn, King Dodon's two sons, Guidon and Afron, offered their not very intelligent suggestions, which delighted the sycophantic courtiers, but enraged the peppery General Polkan. So the council reached no definite conclusions. At this point, the astrologer enters, carrying a bag. It contains a magic cockerel, which will automatically give the alarm whenever the country is threatened with invasion, and can also sound the all clear. The king's doubts are completely dispelled when the cockerel cries out that he may sleep safely in his bed. The king asks the astrologer to name his reward for this wonderful gift, but the astrologer makes no specific request at the moment and takes his leave. The bird is installed on a mast, and the advisers disperse. The king gets into bed for a sleep, and Amelfa, the housekeeper, after singing him a lullaby, falls asleep too. Suddenly the cockerel sounds the alarm. The whole place is in an uproar, and the two princes with the army march reluctantly off to fight the foe, whoever that may be. The cockerel then tells the king he may go back to bed, which he does. But soon the warning cry is raised again. The royal troops are falling back in disorder. The old king rouses himself, buckles on his rusty armour, and together with General Polkan, follows his sons into battle, amid the enthusiastic cheers of the populace.
quite true, but even so they can't maneuver. They make ready for a fray in a mean and frightful way. Oh, our army stronger, even we can't hold out much longer. And they're fighting so unfair, they won't tell us where they are. In the east, we're far ahead. Every night I lie awake as I think what steps to take. No one tells me what to do. So my sons, I turn to you. What do you think should be done? Father, I'm your other son, and I only wish to serve you. I have thought how to preserve you, and the plan I have is neat. It is complex but complete. Don't tell me of complications, I'm too old for machinations. Little father, you're afraid because the foe is near at hand. They need only take a step, and they be breathing down your neck. Yes, it's just 1,000 yards. They confront the palace guards. That's exactly it. From the border, calmly we retreat in good order. Then, however fast they come, they will find we've all gone home. And beauty, grace from heaven, good champagne, yes, it's all is hidden. Beer is better than champagne if you're out on campaign. If you're out on campaign. And if the enemy wants a battle, he can happily kill the cattle, raise the peasants for the rested and strong again, that's the time to plan a new campaign. What the devil are you doing? Have you all gone crazy here? Is it such a good idea that to leave a border station open to a hostile nation so they conquer everything? When they touch the public, catastrophe! God preserve us! For the traitors in my service, holy mother be kind! Let the liar keep his lies. We can never be such fine creatures. Oh, better to listen to reason. And now for you, my second son, what do you think should be done? Little father, if it please you, all this talking's very easy, but it's clearly out of place. Dare he look you in the face? Had enough, sir? Little father, I've a way to get you rather cleverly out of your awkward position. Listen to me. Behold your band of soldiers, blue and steel and waiting for orders. Oh, you do send them home. We can call them back again when the like we have nothing more to fear. That will never do. You're crazy about what you. What if one neighbor's army doesn't think to send in army? Notice when it means to strike. There's a question if you the only put a war in. I have told you once before in uncertain terms of fate. One more time will be my fate. Very well. Now it's up to you to help. You've said nothing from the beginning. Favor me with your opinion. Mr. Father, we're afraid. We have nothing much to say. Stupid fool. We know that. Filmo, you remember that old woman who could tell the truth from Philip? What you mean? But it is true that if you pull the crystal gazing, the results can be amazing. I have heard it's better far, telling fortunes by the stars. Crystal gazing is amazing, she is better. You are crazy, crystal gazing is amazing, she is better. You are crazy, she is better. You are crazy, she is better. You are crazy, she is better. Wondering who I am, though to you I'm still a stranger. I was acquainted with your father, even one in his position did not scorn a poor magician. Duty leads me now to you, telling you're in trouble too. I have brought a strange device, blessed by powers old and wise. See this golden man I bring, magic workings make him sing. Quiet, rest, and take your ease when he sings a song of peace. If a danger threatens ever, he will sing a song of terror. Earthquake, coming, plague or storm, he announces in return. And this danger that there he will say when it's near. Going high, cock-a-doodle-doo. Danger is approaching you. Take a birthday, take a birthday away. From on high, this noble stranger will keep watch for any danger. Now, what of me? Tell me, what is it to be? All you have to do is tell me, and be good enough to pay me. You've got favor of your king. What is wealth to poor magicians, but a means to spread sedition, turn a friend into a foe. Who I can and fall I consent to go. If I've won your highness' favor, then to make it even safer, write your promise in a letter, so your word may stand forever. Write a letter? What do you mean? No one speaks like that to me. If I once have given my word, this story is absurd. Do not you reason to doubt me. Nothing here is done without me. Must I stay in stuffy rooms? It's so pleasant in the garden. Oh, I need to be amused while I'm eating. Is there nothing I can take that will help me keep awake? I need something entertaining. Bring my parrot to the table. Stupid bird! I don't understand a word. He is not exactly dumb. Is he trying to tell me something? What's he saying? Can't you hear? He wants the common people near so he can listen to them cheer. He just wants to make a fuss. Stupid bird! What have they to do with us? I shall say how good you are, how great the loving kindness of it goes. You defense, you're beginning to talk sense. But do you know what I delight and is on his way. Hey, what's that? What's that you say? Is the palace all on fire? Come, my man, close fire, listen here. The clock is growing panic and dismay.
my pillow's little mouth. What with all these interruptions, all this trouble and confusion, I had very little time to look well into my dream. Strange it seemed to be intended. What it was I can't remember. Here's my order now that you tell me what it was.
Give me time. When you're old as me, you'll know that older brains work rather slowly. Wait a moment. Let me guess. You were in a game of chess. King of course, and there before you. Oh, your pieces fighting for you. Terrible the bloody fight. Queen and bishop, rook and knight. But they let you all alone. Still the simple of your pride.
Oh, my heart! How the vision moved my heart!
Was it this then? Sadly sat our little father, moodily dreaming in his bath, when a little household goblin, velvet paws and tail like a hedgehog, quickly stepped from behind the stone. Lo, beautiful love, softly strokes your body over like the embraces of love. Makes the trouble younger day.
It was nothing like my dream. Oh, my heart!
I have got it. Let me think how best to put it. You are lying on your bed, hung about with rich brocade. Strange the girl's exotic beauty appears to shine you.
golden beast, it's unchained to these, and the enemies are success. We must hold up our reserves, get the veterans out as well. But I never do myself. I suppose the creature's right. Now it's us who'll have to fight. Cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle-doo. Children, I shall fight for you. Arm yourselves, you men of metal. Get you ready for the battle. Where's my favorite sword and shield that did wonders on the battlefield? See, my favorite shield is dusty, and my sword is blunt and rusty. Not too tight. This heavy armor is hard upon my shoulders. I suppose I've got too fat, but there's not much I can do for that. And just one more remark from you, and I tell you straight, you're through. Is it safe? Just like a cow. Children, I'm ready now.
Little mama, must you go? No breakfast.
We'll eat it on the road. Give provisions. Yes, of course, sir. Forward now, and on to glory.
So, with the old king going off to do battle against an unknown enemy, thanks to the warning given him by the magical golden cockerel, we come to the end of the first act of Rimsky-Korsakov's opera, in the production by Opera North. King Dodon is being sung by Andrew Shaw, his two sons, Guidon and Afron, by Peter Bodenham and Adrian Clarke, General Polkan by Thomas Lawler, Amelfa by Nuala Willis, the golden cockerel by Ceris Deverill, and the Astrologer by Justin Lavender, with the chorus of Opera North and the English Northern Philharmonia conducted by Alexander Rahbari.